Do y'all believe man and woman can be just friends? The big topic the whole world want to know. And I don't think you can, but let's see what Jilly B. think.
That's my life.
Men and women cannot just be friends. 3, 2, 1.
Cannot just be friends.
He's still deciding, but I'll go ahead. There's
So men and women cannot just be friends.
always this
And not just
underlying
be
current to a man and a woman when they're just friends, because there's this sexual attraction, this energy that you can't even see it. It's always flowing. And men, as you know,
Bro,
are you guys
if you friends with a female, bro, I say about 70%, 80% you attracted to that girl, bro. You're not gonna be friends with nobody you're not attracted to.
are conquerors. You
That's
want
female,
conquest.
bro.
You want to, even if it's a friend, sometimes that develops into more simply because law of familiarity, you start getting close and comfortable, and maybe you weren't attracted to her initially, but that opposition of that sexual polarity always kicks in.
What if the man is like not attracted to women? Just like generally, do you think that's still
You mean if they take a different
like a gay man and
sexual orientation
and a woman being friends?
Well, I think that's different, perhaps because they're attracted to men. So in that moment, they have taken on the feminine energy.
His man moved to disagree.
Well, in that, there's always masculine and feminine energy, whether you're a man or woman. So if the guy, if the man
Okay,
is
yeah, she
gay
knows
and
what she's talking about.
identifies as being attracted to men, then he's in the feminine energy, mostly.
Yeah.
Now, if there's two of them, there's one that's more masculine and more feminine, but that's for another.
Two of my best friends are women. We have great times together all the time. Not once have I considered sleeping with them or anything like
Cap.
that.
Ever?
No.
Cap.
But that's the thing is though.
In
that's
their
why,
darkest hour,
Yeah.
in your darkest hour, come on.
No.
Cap, bro. He cap,
Started
bro.
off as friends, and this is like I said, I was
lot of-
never attracted to them.
A lot of relationships start like that today, even though I
Man,
discourage it.
Carol,
They say,
bro.
I'm not attracted to them, but it'll grow. And I'm always like, it can happen.
It can, but it.
So you telling me put bro in the room with his female friends, he's not gonna think about cracking or nothing, bro. Man, lying, bro. Like, bro, I don't like liars, bro. Like,
Odds of it,
you
so
beat my
I agree
nerve
with you on
lying.
that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I do
Slim to
understand
none.
and I get it, but I like two of my best friends are women, and not once. Everyone keeps saying like, "Oh, you're gonna," do, and I'm like, "It's not," because
You
the
never
attraction
know.
was never
Life
there.
is a long time.
Are your friends attractive?
Yes.
Like they look good.
But attractive
Yes.
is subjective.
Cap, bro.
Like just like generally
Nah,
speaking,
bro.
like your girls like look good, right?
Yes.
Okay, then so
He need to bring him in here, so let's
like,
see.
it's been a moment, you didn't want to beat it. You know what I mean? Or like, you know.
There's a special exemption. I'm non-monogamous, so I never have to worry about intimacy.
Well, that's why.
Wait, so you getting played. So you ain't worried about your man.
He's like getting it.
Wait,
He
what?
doesn't need it. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If-
But if you was lonely, you wasn't getting it though, and your friend was throwing
and
it
I
at
guess
you.
that's a
that's a different situation. That's what I'm saying. I know I'm
Bro,
an
you belong
outlier.
over here though.
That's what I'm saying, bro. This man's so stupid, bro. Then I just tell y'all, bro. I told y'all, bro. This man don't know what he talking about, bro. He just proved our point, bro. This man dumb,
on the
bro.
dark side.
If he's not attracted, if we're not attracted,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
just
like,
friends.
it's just friends. Yeah.
As a straight, very monogamous man, I grew up mainly being friends with women. I felt more comfortable in those spaces. I felt more comfortable talking to women. I've never been like a bro, rah, 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 that type of thing. So I think men and women absolutely can be. I have friends that I've had since elementary school, middle school.
Man, bro.
We talk very often and we talk about all these things, and it has never affected that aspect of the relationship because we're men and women. We're just people, and people can be friends. It's not.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
So my perspective
bro.
is from
Nah,
kind
bro.
of a Christian worldview. I believe that God created man and woman to come together in love and attraction to be one. And so from that standpoint, I believe that there is just a natural attraction. I have had some extremely close friends that were girls, and that attraction just developed because it wasn't just physical, but it was love. It was getting to see how they
I'm saying, bro.
kids, what they do for work, what they do for school, developing that relationship. So from my perspective, that attraction develops because I wasn't just looking at her from just, she's just a body. Yeah, she's just a piece of meat. You develop that emotional
Exactly, bro.
attraction, that emotional
Which
relationship.
is why I'm over here. Yes.
What?
Can you not?
I would ask.
Because I completely agree with you on that. From
Can
the
you
same
love-
Christian
Yes.
standpoint, 100%.
Wait, hold up. Have you been sleeping all right? I haven't, which is why
I would date someone I do not find physically attractive.
You would date somebody you do not, bro. All right, you finna see this, John, bro.
2, 1.
That's what I'm saying, bro. See, ready? I'm getting tired of this nigga right here, bro. I'm getting tired of him, bro. He's just so cal. They just put him in the video for like a little plot twist, bro. They had to, bro. They had to be. How much gonna be plant? I said that ain't wrong, but anyway, bro. I'm just so mad. I said it ain't wrong.
I do it all the time because there's a lot.
Jubilee, how they pay you for that? How much they pay him?
Sometimes there's some people that I learned just by not going in based off physical attraction. I end up being attracted to them just because of their personality, and you know, looks can be deceiving. I could say the same on the opposite end, where I thought someone was absolutely attractive, but then I got to know them and they were the worst person I could have possibly been on a date with.
I feel like you can definitely not be attracted to somebody initially, and then as you get to know them. I feel like at that point, like once I like someone's personality romantically, I probably also think they're attractive.
I would say that for some,
Bro, stop going back and make your mind up, bro.
Reflection on your character, how weighted appearance versus personality might be. It differs from person to person. I think that we have our preferences, and I think that a certain element of physical attractiveness is fitness, health, hygiene, and that reflects on usually competence, responsibility, and dedication. But I do see it as important, although not the whole package by any means.
Right. It is. It's the very first impression you get of most.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, in order to date somebody, you have to be somewhat attracted to them, bro. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna go out with somebody who's not attractive, bro. Like, let's be honest, bro. You feel me? Like this, he's capping. Like, come on, bro. Let's just be honest here, bro.
You meet someone.
That's the base.
You can't hear their voice.
That's the base of all. You know what I'm saying? All relationships, bro. Attractiveness, bro.
First thing, most of the time, you just see them, and you're like, oh, that person's attractive, or like, I don't see myself with that person because I don't find them attractive, and that's totally fine. Not everybody's attracted to everybody, but me personally, I would not be with someone I don't find attractive.
So I gotta give context here, right? If I'm meeting you in person and you don't look good, then I'm over there with y'all. But if I'm meeting you through a dating app and I get catfished, but you're kind of cool, right? then because I met a girl that had nice pictures. But then when I seen her in person, she was a little bit bigger than I prefer, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Well, everyone can have nice pictures today.
Now, there's nothing wrong with being a bit bigger, but for preference sake, I wasn't really feeling it. But her personality is what got me. And then I started entertaining it. So, right, even though I got catfished, I actually considered, taking it seriously.
And I also date, like, sometimes I really try this because it's led to some great people I've got to meet along the way. I will date outside of my preferences just to see what that's like.
If you're not initially attracted to that person and have a strong sexual attraction, then it's not going to work because relationships get worse, not better.
Exactly,
that's like, I don't know, I think it's a recipe for a disaster.
Cheating is the worst thing my partner could do to me.
X.
3.
Bro, I swear, if anybody goes to agree, bro.
2, 1.
I mean, yeah, if anybody goes to strongly disagree, bro. What?
I feel like there's like probably worse things like in theory that a partner could do to their partner, but just because that's such an important aspect for me, and like I feel like my partners in the past have like been very aware that was like something that I actively would not do. I feel like that would just that adds like an extra element of evil.
Yeah, my mind goes to marriage. I mean, when you marry this woman, when I marry a woman someday, you promise literally everything you have to be with her, literally thick and thin, to be with her through everything, through highs and lows. And I mean, if you do something like cheating, it's basically like, screw this love, this wasn't real.
I'm not saying, bro, like cheating is the worst thing you could do, bro.
Nothing. I think for a lot of Christians, that's like a big thing, is cheating. I mean,
100%. And it's one of the 10 commandments too. It's like, do not commit adultery. So that is definitely the worst thing, because getting married is a promise between you and that person and God.
I mean, technically there's worse things, like they could kill you, which would probably be the worst thing because you're not even in the picture. So I'm kind of like, you know, but I would say that would like destroy me and I would never even think about something like that.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I was actually cheated on a few, like 4 or 5 months ago. I struggled with self-esteem so much growing up, and that was the worst thing that could have happened. That destroyed any chance I had at self-love at that time, and it was just devastating for me. Like, it really was just devastating, because it didn't just destroy that relationship, it destroyed my entire image of myself that I had built up based on other people's validation, and I had to rip it down to the studs and just fully start over. Yeah, so that's why I'm over here. Strongly agree. For me personally, it was the worst thing that could have happened.
Cheating is f***ed up. It's not a good feeling. Is it the worst thing that a partner could do to me? To be honest, I've outgrown that. Bro, I had over $250,000 stolen from me this year, bro. And that put me in a dark ass place. Now imagine, if my partner stole that money from me, or she was just a homie, I'd be more mad about the money, you feel me, right?
I don't have that money to be stolen.
You know what I mean?
So.
I don't know, bro.
You're saying you care more about money than a relationship?
But because at the end of the day, me and my ex, we ain't together no more, so I don't give a f if she was a homie, if she was, right? But if she stole my money, yeah, that affects my life. You know what I mean, right? So my whole thing is, when we talking about the prompt.
In hindsight, in perspective, yeah, I see what he's saying.
You know, the partner could do for me. I've been cheated on before. The first time I was cheated on, bro, I was petty. I was in high school, bro. I drove all the way to the crib and told her mom what she was doing with me. You know what I mean? Right? Yeah, I was vengeful. But now I just be like, you know, so many people do it. There's worse things that they have. Like, if you kill my mom, I'd be more mad rather than you f***ing a homie.
The sanctity of marriage is supposed to be till death do us part. That doesn't mean if your carnal flesh gave in and you had, you know, an indiscretion that you're able to hit the door running. No, that means there's work to be done. We have problems. For me, I think it actually can be the best thing because it's a sign that there is a huge problem in the relationship that needs fixed. Most sex is not emotional.
See, she put in a different perspective. Like, I see what she's saying now. I'm not saying different.
So it's just a bodily act that animals do, and you're going to blow up a marriage or a relationship with children over sex. To me, I think that is ridiculous.
With sex,
you could say that about the person doing the cheating too.
I've been cheated on, so I have been cheated on.
Well, so you think that's something you could like, oh, you have gotten over it?
I have gotten over it. If my husband cheats on me, of course I'd be devastated. I'm human, I bleed just like all y'all too, but I'd be like, damn, like, what's the problem here? What's the issue?
Yeah.
And can we solve this?
Why don't you just talk? Like, if you guys are married and you have that emotional
I feel like there's things before that
happen though. We know that people don't.
I think we should work to changing that.
We should, but that doesn't mean
accepting.
I'm going to unconditionally love you just because you went and had an indiscretion. I wouldn't do that to my son. My son F's up all the time and does crazy shit. I'm like, where on God's green earth did you learn that? That doesn't mean I stop loving him.
For men, I feel like we take cheating a lot more personally as opposed to women. It
I
comes
think
to the ego.
people's boundaries are all different. So
It just talking about a female just got named open her lip to another dude, bro, and she supposed to be with you. Like what you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, what? Like, you feel me? It's like crazy.
you know, you have perhaps been with no or less partners and then you get married.
Especially people like men who came home from work or came home from doing something, they go in the room, they just, dang, bro, see they partner or somebody, you know what I'm saying, cracking they female, cracking they wife or something. That John, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that John crazy. Oh, I know.
That person cheated would be proportionally much more devastating to someone who's had maybe a lot of relationship experience and therefore that's more of an active part in their life. So I think that everyone's boundaries are different. So for some people, I have seen them get over it. I know for me personally, I would say that I'm a woman that would take that devastatingly seriously and would not look lightly at it. So it depends on the person's boundaries.
If you had children and if you had a family involved, you would break up your family over a man's one-time indiscretion.
Yes.
That would adversely affect your child and possibly send her to the stripper pole.
I don't feel comfortable. Answering that question because I feel like it's making a lot of.
That feels like what happens. This is what
I
happens.
feel like that.
We don't
that
want to
just
answer
shows,
those questions, but
that shows an example onto the kids. Like, oh, this is not that bad of a thing.
Yeah, and I think that like somebody cheating on you is more than just like a physical thing. Like that's a break of trust, and I feel like if you can't have that trust in someone, then I also don't want them to be like raising my kids.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what she's saying too.
Is the end of
Yeah,
Yes,
100% agree with that.
Monogamy is overrated. 3, 2, 1.
Monogamy is overrated. Sorry.
Of course. Come on, man, get over here, get your phone over here. You know you belong here. At least
I know. We're like,
about it.
we're like,
we're taught from the Disney, all these fairy tales. It's like you're supposed to be with that one and only, you know. So it's very frightening to break something traditional. But after like a few months with it, I just knew I'm like, this is the right choice. I've been in the most happiest of relationships. I just celebrated my 3 years with my primary partner. And like, as well as my 2-year anniversary with my secondary partner.
Man, bro.
It's like, you
So
know,
he got 2 relationships. What? He has a what? I ain't never heard nothing like that. Cuz that's crazy.
I do think that monogamy is kind of overrated. I don't think that there's anything like, you know, wrong with it. If that's what you want to do, go for it. But I do think
That's the way I like it, though, kid.
monogamy and poly relationships should be something that like it's looked at as an option.
I think nowadays I know more open relationships than I do strictly closed relationships
Yeah.
with the people that I know. I would say I disagree that monogamy is overrated, but I do agree that for some people like yourself, poly relationships work better. So I don't look down on
Yeah, everybody got their own little way though. Each his own for sure.
Say that for
Each
like
his own for
someone
sure.
like myself or people that are similarly just very focused and have like strict kind of like I just can't ever. Oh my God, I could never imagine more than like one
It's a
person.
lot.
Yeah, it's weird. That's weird, bro.
So therefore, I don't think monogamy is
Like-
overrated.
Like in a poly relationship, you cracking one giant, and then you going to the other female, you cracking her, and you cracking her. Like it's like, wow, like, it's weird. It's all weird, bro.
I think it depends on the person, and I think
to each his
for
own,
some
like I
females,
say,
it's
to
the
each his
only
own.
option. For you, poly is like the right way. So it just depends. I'm completely non-judgmental. I think it just depends.
I just want to say, I don't mind monogamy, right? I just don't like a controlling relationship where it's completely like, no, you can't f nobody else, but at the same time, you want to f me once or twice a month. You know what I mean? Right. Like,
Exactly.
So, you know, me and my ex was together for 5 years. I actually broke up with her in April, but for 2.5 years out that relationship, we was barely f***ing. We're like maybe once a month.
Yeah.
Then I moved
Ain't no
her
way,
in,
bro.
and then when I moved her in the house, for the whole first year of her living in the house, she just didn't want to have sex.
That's
and shit.
right.
Now we had an agreement that we had agreed on where we could do various things that we just didn't want to know about and stuff like that, right? And because you wasn't me and stuff like that, I was handling the agreement. Like I was following the agreement. But because there were certain things that wasn't necessarily 100% out there, that created complications in the relationship to the point that it ended up to us breaking up.
I think it's definitely like it has a place, like for certain people. Like obviously we have 2 people who are like very religious here, and it works well for them. And I just think like if I was
No, I'm saying is you really teach his own,
even
bro.
when I'm in like a normal relationship where it's like I don't expect them to cheat on me, I'm still like it's
Suspect.
yeah. So I just like if I can't imagine a world where I would agree with that. And also before I had like loved someone or like dated anybody, I was like, oh no, I could totally be in an open relationship. And then I actually did, and I was like, oh,
Are
never
you
mind.
a person just curious though?
Like kind of.
Kind of.
Sure.
It's like, yeah.
So if your partner was very sexual too, and he's like, baby, like I want to be with you, but you always just shut him down because you ain't in the mood.
I don't. That's like never happened.
Oh,
I don't
well,
think.
okay, but I'm just
like I
saying,
just
like-
feel like that's like not. That's like personally for me not an issue. But also, I don't know. I think that would definitely be a conversation if there was like an imbalance. But also, I think there's different things that make people compatible as partners, and that's definitely one of them.
What he's saying is the cry of many men today is that they're not getting enough sex from their partner. And not just sex, it's not like men are like, oh, I'm heartless.
That connection.
But listen, men need sex to create intimacy. Women need intimacy to have sex. And people get married and then fuck around. It's like, just don't get married then. And stay like this boy, dates and anniversaries every
Y'all two are my people, I
3
swear to God. Y'all
2
two are
years.
my people.
Next month is his
Man,
1-year
crazy.
anniversary with partner number number 3, like just, you know what I mean? Just be out there doing your dates and just that.
Yeah, I'm saying to you, just don't find your own lane, bro. Do what you want to do.
Dictate your relationship because everyone's gonna try to push what they think works for
Yeah.
you know. This
Exactly,
is what's best
bro.
for you. Like I'm over it. I'm
Whatever
like,
best for
why?
you,
So I
do
get
for you.
frustrated and pissed off and like I've tried it. To me, it did not work.
I want to take perspective because, you know, Christian, I'm going to take perspective that's a little away from my biblical views. And no disrespect, but I do think polygamy is just laziness.
Not polygamy.
I think
This is polyamory.
No,
Polygamy is
sorry.
when it's multiple wives,
Polyamorous.
just one person.
I see that as laziness, that you don't want to commit to someone in the hard times. Like you were talking about a little bit about, well, they're not getting fulfilled sexually, so why not find it somewhere else?
Yeah.
Why not just do the hard work to work on your relationship?
agree
so
with
that
Ooh,
you
I
can
was
get
ready
that
for this
pleasure?
question.
And
No,
I mean,
I was ready for
there's such a emotional, there's a psychological
Yeah.
just importance in being with one person.
Yeah.
I mean,
Care bonding.
So then
Yeah.
why do we have such a high divorce rate?
I agree with you on that.
why do we have such a high divorce
Why do
rate?
why are people still cheating? Why is open
Because they're not, because our country, I think, is lazy. We don't want to have these hard conversations of maybe we should go to therapy, maybe we should try to get help because we love one another. It's like, nah.
Bro, to be honest, relationship really not hard, bro. You just gotta talk things out with that person, really see where that person coming from, do it, work, put things in place in a relationship that works best for you guys' relationship, and just keep on taking little steps toward, you know what I'm saying, toward the light, bro. It's not that hard, to be honest. Just talk to the person. You feel me? Just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
People make it seem so hard.
So me and my ex, we actually did couples therapy because again, we was barely for like 2.5 years, bro. We went to couples therapy. Next thing you know, everything was great for like a month. And then one day she just blew up. She said, man, I still don't feel like you, this, and that. But like she went in, bro. You know what I mean? So at the same time, there was a point in my relationship where it really just came to the point like, baby, I love everything else about you. You know what I mean, right? This area sucks. Are you still attracted to me? She said, yes, I'm still attracted to you, right? Well, here's the thing. If you just don't want to have sex with me, right? Go somebody do this. I don't give a
Yeah.
Let's have that conversation, right? Because I get everything else I want from you anyways. I was open to the idea. I want to be with my woman, but if you don't want to do this, I'm fine just.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but there's
Dang, bro.
I mean, I understand the importance of sex, but there's there's self-sacrifice in every relationship. You need to make. If you're happy with her and everything she had, but you also have a value on sex, then maybe she's not the right person.
But the thing was, did I want to go look for greener grass, or did I just want to water my own grass? I just stuck it out for 5 years, bro.
That's another aspect of being like romantically compatible with someone, and sometimes there's like one thing that's not there and that sucks. But it's like especially if that other person, that's something that they prioritize. Like personally, if my partner was like, oh, like I love like everything about you, but like this is not compatible, and they wanted to go sleep with other people, like that would make me feel so bad about myself.
And
You don't understand, bro.
That's what you
I'm just saying like that's like a compatibility issue then I think, because I'm not your ex-girlfriend, I don't know how she feels, but if I were in that scenario, I just like that just would make me so sad, even though it's like it's none of your fault that there's that imbalance.
The comments gonna talk so much shit.
Yeah, they.
Right.
They're gonna be like, he's a
For real, bro.
My girl, bro, she told me like I won't say everything. The day I broke with my girl, she said, man, she's like, I just be counting down the days. Like we had sex in like 12 days. I gotta go have sex with y'all. Otherwise, Ashley gonna get mad. You know what I mean?
Dang, that's crazy, bro.
Right? You know what I mean? So she said a bunch, and I felt like I had to break up with her. Right?
Yeah, no, that's
did not want to. I feel like I had to.
Yeah, that would definitely take a toll on you.
Hey, man.
I think all this goes back to clear communication, because if I don't think that cheating means that polyamory would actually be the solution to that. I think that it goes back to your values and what works for you. And I think that I would maybe venture to say that more people might be poly than are exploring that right now. And still at the same time, monogamy I think works for a lot of people. So it's all what works for you.
I would date someone in this room. 3,
What?
2,
What type of question is that, bro?
1.
What? I don't know these people.
I'm saying he don't know. He don't know him. I get you. You're just doing all physicals.
He was over here. Like, what are you doing? I know. He's already said he would do any of
The
it.
energy is cool.
You just have to have a pulse, and we'll go out with you.
That's not how that is.
Perfect example, right? Like Janelle, she got good energy, right? Now imagine Janelle might be the coolest person. Next thing you know, you start getting to know her, she might be crazy. You'd be like, then you come over here all of a sudden.
Generally, the few people I've been attracted to, they don't They look like Tim Burton dolls or just like weird goth
Tim Burton
people. Yeah, just like weird goth people. So like, it's just coincidence. It's very rare that I see these people. So it's not a personal thing.
Sir?
My girlfriend would kill me, and
Okay, yeah, okay.
picky. So
Well,
Am I
damn.
not your type though?
Hey, yo.
you got me feeling some type of way now that you say it. I don't know.
Man,
My
come on.
good side.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, bro. Man, it, bro.
Beliefs are extremely important. I mean, I ain't trying to get all flirty, but you are also very gorgeous.
One time shoot this shot. One time shoot this shot. Oh, that was good.
Wedding
That
invitation.
was try to
Beliefs
shoot
are
this
very
shot.
important within relationships. I think I look into, obviously I have a desire to be a husband and one day be a father, and I think if you have different
Boy trying to crash. Boy trying to get right.
raise coherently,
Absolutely.
I think that just is extremely important.
I just a good little show, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look into the comment section, man, see what the folks come up, man. As a female with divorced parents, I can confirm I am not on the stripper pole. Facts. So a bisexual person cannot have friends just because you might feel like having a friend on the opposite gender doesn't work out for you. That doesn't mean you can't dismiss from each other relationship or friendship. I guess you could say that. But I hate the notion of just friends. Friendships are so important to me. I think people are over value sex so much. I don't know, bro. People who think a boy and a girl are dating just because they're friends is so childish. But think about it, like you see a female and a dude go inside a restaurant together. You think more than likely they're seeing each other or dating or something like that. You walk up to them, they're like, "No, we're just friends." That's just the connotation that's around. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But I don't know if I can I don't know, or if you could be friends or no. You could probably be friends with somebody you're not attracted to that's a female, but you can't be friends with somebody you're attracted to, bro. It's not gonna end right, bro, because you're gonna start feeling different ways towards them, and you know what I'm saying? So that's really how I feel about it. But y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below. And until next time, man.